Over the years, the Eastern Cape has been prone to disasters, particularly floods, that have caused extensive damage and loss of life. The Buffalo Flats area in East London has not been spared from disasters that have left many displaced. Aid organization Gift of the Givers continues to step in to assist the victims. The organization believes education and awareness programs can play a meaningful role in the reduction of disaster impact.
With some community education and community involvement and engagement, many of these disasters can be prevented simply by means of one example is keeping the canals clean. As we do know, sometimes when there's floods happening in Duncan Village, the canal overflows, and the simple reason being is because of blockage in the system because of pollution. People dumping their rubbish, dumping forms like tires and bedding. That's some of the stuff that used to come out of the canals. So Gift of the Givers, with the partnership with the Buffalo City Municipality Disaster Management teams, the EC provincial teams, are having these days to eat. And I'm glad the youngsters are here as well, because they play a crucial role in educating those. We see in the forefront now many youngsters having projects at schools trying to prevent these kind of disasters happening, which is simply by simple means of keeping the canals clean, keeping the roads clean, keeping the drains clean.
The Buffalo City Metro says the mushrooming of shacks in the city is due to rural-urban migration.
But because there's not much land for people end up building houses or places that are going to be affected by floods. That's the first challenge that we have. And the second challenge is that we would go and do awarenesses with people, say to them, if you have drinking a lot, don't put a stove on. But people, most of the time, they do that. And especially when we're going to the festive season, because people come from Nandi and then they want to cook meat. Now they would start to have fires.
Meanwhile, shack dwellers say poverty, unemployment and economic factors force them to stay in disaster-prone areas.
Siyabazi ubungozi esihlala phansi kwabo ingxaki inye mntakwethu sisuka kwindawo ngendawo.
He says we are aware of the dangers of staying in informal settlements and the issues of safety, especially when it rains, but the problem is that we are from rural areas where opportunities are scarce, and this place is convenient to us because of its proximity to the town.
Indlala esisusileyo kwendawo sisuka ku apha siza sizogumba indawo ekufitshane kwinto ze-development ezilalini azikho ezonto leyo.
Angapha kuba sithanda akekho umuntu onophuma kokwabo.
We're staying here because we have no choice. No one would leave a warm home and choose to stay in a shack, because these shacks are not safe, especially when it rains or it's windy. But we have to put food on the table for our children.
The Gift of the Givers say it's working closely with all disaster teams at different municipalities and communities in order to spread the message across. SABC News, East London.